So today we are going to discuss about the introduction to the surveying, and in surveying it is the art of determining the distance between any two points or determining the elevation between any two points, and also we will be, with the help of the distance we have measured, we will be determining the area of the given points. And in this leveling we will be determining exclusively the elevation level between two different points, and also we will locate a point with respect to another point of reference. And here if you see this particular leveling, in this leveling we will be fixing a point for the further construction purposes, and in this fixing of the point in the leveling, it is nothing but the reference point for the further construction of, or either it can be an residential building or it can be an industrial building. So leveling, we will be determining the elevation difference between two points, and also we will be fixing a point with respect to another point of reference. And then comes the plane surveying. In this plane surveying, we will be considering only the normal surface of the earth. We will not consider the curvature of the earth. Whereas in this geodetical surveying, we will be considering the curvical shape of the earth. And in most of the surveying, we will be going for the geodetic surveying, because always if it is more than a 1.5 kilometer of survey, we will be considering the curvature of the earth. The best application part of this geodetic surveying is the laying of roads in the God sections. God sections means in the hills, in the mountains. And this particular geodetic surveying, while construction of a big reservoir or while construction of a big dams, this geodetic surveying, it plays a more important and vital role. And this is the exclusive outer part of our survey. And now let us get into the three major types of survey. First one, it is the land surveying. Second one, it is the marine surveying, and third one, it is the astronomical surveying. So in this land surveying, what we used to do, we will be carrying out all kind of measurements, all kind of engineering activities on the land. And exclusively, let me tell you with a few examples. Let us divide into three sectors. One, it is the road sector. Another one, it is the building sector. Another one, it is the marine marine construction sector. So this particular land surveying, for example, if you want to carry out any type of construction, any type of industry, or any type of residential building, we will be going for this land surveying. And in this land surveying, two things we will be considering. One, we will be considering in the horizontal measurement. Another one we will be considering in the vertical measurement. And in this horizontal measurement, we will be having in x and y axis, and this vertical measurement we will be having it in z axis. And for example, if you want to construct residential building, or if you want to construct an industry, the surveying, it is having different patterns. For example, if you want to just construct a residential building, it just needs only 5,000 square feet or 10,000 square feet of land that to be surveyed. But whereas if you go for the construction of an industry, construction of an factory, or such as a spinning mill, or such as a chemical factory, etc., it requires a lot of land area. So for that we will be using some we will be employing some different techniques. For a residential land area, just we will be using a normal chains, normal theodolites, etc. But whereas if you go for very big industries, we will be going for the advanced tools such as total station or digital leveling, etc. And here, if you see this particular land surveying, it will be carried mostly by a group of peoples, minimum, depending upon the amount of area and the extent of area, this number of laborers deployed, it will be varying. And then comes to the second, it is the marine surveying. As the name indicates, this particular marine surveying is taken, this kind of surveying, it is taken only on the water bodies. Exclusively this marine surveying we can categorize into two things. One, the marine surveying, that is the water surveying that is taken on ocean or sea. And the second thing, we can consider this marine surveying that is taken on the river. And there are two, among these two things there are a lot of differences. The survey that is taken on the river, it requires only the depth, that we will be calling it as sounding, measuring the depth of the water, it is known as the sounding. Only a very simpler method we will be using for this kind of construction of water bodies on the river or water bodies on a small bridge or a water body is on a small lake. But whereas if you go for this secondary, it is in the ocean surveying. The second thing, it is in the ocean surveying, where we will be carrying out for excavation of petrols, for transportation route from one part to another part, that is known as the navigational surveying. And here if you see this particular marine surveying exclusively in the part of ocean or in the part of sea, we will be incorporating or we will be deploying most sophisticated equipments, most sophisticated ships we are in required, okay, like fathometers will be required, and that is exclusively for this marine survey. And this marine surveying it is mostly carried out to connect between any two ports. Okay, most of the products are only transported with the help of ships, because we cannot use the air transport to carry more amount of goods, because it's very costlier, and moreover very heavy products it cannot be transported to through the air cargo. And for construction of ports, for the navigational routes, all these things will be going for this marine survey. And coming to the astronomical survey, this particular survey, it is carried out only to determine the position of the astronomical bodies. Astronomical bodies means sun, earth, etc., moon, etc. And this particular astronomical survey, earlier days we used this astronomical survey for to determine the time, to determine good day and moon day, etc. And these are all the different types of survey. As of our introduction is concerned, these are all the different types of survey. And for carrying out this survey, we will be using two principles. One is working from pole to a part, another one is location of a point with respect to 2 points of reference. So working from pole to a part, as the name indicates, we will be considering a very big area, and we will be dividing into two areas. Then we will be calling it as a primary control line. Then we will be segregating and bifurcating it, and we will be calling it as a secondary control point. So based on the principles, we will be carrying out this all kinds of survey. So these are all about the introduction of surveying. Okay, if there is a doubt, you can ask me, or we can go to the next thing.